One recipe from this episode will be in the Arts and Life section of the Winnipeg Free Press.
Great taste of Manitoba, and we do have to emphasize the great tonight. We have Manitoba pork with us tonight and memories of Japan, all based on Susan Reese's recent trip to that country. We've got Aaron Alblas back. Manitoba Liquor Marts are going to do some pairings for us in just a shake. But let's go through those recipes one more time. So delicious.
All right, we started off with our crispy pork belly ramen. So fragrant, aromatic broth, lots of vegetables, and then that really tender pork belly on top. Can't go wrong with that. Our second recipe was the Japanese pork skewers. Yakitori, a very popular street food. We've made our own version of it with gorgeous pork tenderloin. The sauce is amazing, savory, sweet. Can't go wrong with that either. And then we ended with pork tonkatsu, which is, again, Japan's version of the pork schnitzel. The tonkatsu sauce is what makes this, along with the delicious pounded out pork with that nice crispy panko on top. And yeah, pork tonkatsu. It's fun to eat and really good.
Fun to make as well, actually.
Join the Great Taste community. If you've got a question for one of our experts, or if you've tried one of our recipes, drop us a note at greattastemb.ca or on our social media channels.
So what did you do, Aaron?
What I did, I mentioned, sometimes you want to pair themes. So Japan's collection of islands, we went with Pelee Island products. So Pelee Island is the southernmost agricultural region in Canada. It's part of Ontario. Very well known for a few things, birds being one of them, wine being another one. So looking at Susan's dishes and hearing her put them together, there's a lot of umami, right? There's a lot of this flavor, this je ne sais quoi, this beautiful taste that is uniquely Japanese. And what these products have, there's 2 wines and 1 apple wine. They have a mix of a slight sweetness, we'll call them off-dry, as well as acidity. So we're contrasting a lot of the savory umami that you put together, so they'll really make, the umami will play off the wine, it'll make the flavors of the wine really come out, and vice versa with the food. So what we did with ramen is something you would traditionally pair with a Japanese beverage, but we have Riesling, and if you've seen the show before and you've seen me talk about Riesling, you'll often hear me talk about how it is a safe bet for pairing because it is so balanced between this fresh fruitiness and then this tart acidity. Should go very well with the multitude of flavors that you put together. Next, if you notice, there's a little bit of bubble going on. We have a product called Lola, which is a grape variety maybe you haven't heard of, called Vidal. So Vidal is actually a hybrid grape. What's important to know about Vidal is it has this lovely big flavor, but it's very delicate to drink. So lastly, with the tonkatsu, we have an apple wine, also frizzante or slightly sparkling. Do you eat apples?
Love apples.
What do you like? What type of apple?
Golden Delicious.
Susan?
Oh,
We all have a preference. We all have a preference. These are made from Braeburn apples, which have a balance of sweetness and acidity. Apple and pork, do they work together, Susan?
Yes, they absolutely work together.
Try it out.
Fantastic. So it's just a beautiful, this is just beautiful. And if you'd like to make this at home, recreate this at home, we encourage you to do that. Of course, you can find us on social media. So Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We would love to hear from you, get some feedback about the show, what you liked about it. And certainly if you try these recipes, and again, we would love for you to do that. We want to hear how it went for you. And all of them can be found at greattastemb.ca. So thank you very much for being here, Susan, Aaron, and we'll see you next Saturday night right here on Great Tastes of Manitoba.
Great Tastes of Manitoba is presented by Manitoba Liquor Mart. Great Tastes is brought to you by greattastemb.ca. Local farms, local foods. Great Taste is sponsored by the Government of Canada and Manitoba Agriculture through the Canadian Agricultural Partnership. Great Taste is produced in cooperation with participating Manitoba Commodities, Manitoba Agriculture, and Manitoba Liquor Mart. Promotional consideration is provided by the Winnipeg Free Press. Des Daniels wardrobe provided in part by Loca Boutique. Taste is produced by Frank Digital.